1-2. Swung on and miss. Fuchs
coming in right side. Sip. Goes down to the slide and gets it.
Nelson's going to take off on the pitch, which is a called strike 3. Anderson.
Wes Marshall pitches a ground ball through the infield on the left side. One will score. They're going to wave a second runner around. Throw will come to the plate. It is not in time.
Alston Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And welcome back to Mayville, North Dakota, everybody. I'm Leaf Bakken as we are getting underway with game number 3 here. It will be the Hillsboro-Central Valley Burros and the MPCG Patriots all coming your way here for game 3. North Dakota Class B Region 2 baseball from Mayville, North Dakota. The Burros are about to take the field for some warm-up here, and we're going to be coming back with your Irie Insurance pre-game. That's right. For all your insurance needs, visit Irie Insurance online at IRIEINS.com, IHRYINS.com. The Irie Insurance pregame show coming your way with an interview from Hillsboro head coach Nathan Walsh. This is yourliveevent.com, North Dakota Class B Region 2 baseball coverage, Game 3 coming your way.
For all your flooring needs, look no further than Carlson Customs Incorporated. From tile, Cortex, and laminate flooring, waterproof floors, shower tiles, and carpet, you are sure to find what you need to update or create the perfect feel in your home or business. Locally owned and operated, Carlson Customs Incorporated. Call Todd at 218-531-0176.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. This spring has been a trying time, and we may feel everything is out of our control. Please remember to slow down and stay safe this spring. Come home to your families each and every night. Please use this time to make sure your planter is ready to go. Keep downtime to a minimum. When you get into the fields, we are here to help you with any planting issues that may come up. RDK Enterprises, 636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
The City of Hillsboro welcomes you to town, conveniently located halfway between Fargo and Grand Forks. You can shop for your personal items or your farm and business supplies at our local stores. If you're looking for a new home or a working job, check out the opportunities in Hillsboro and see what the community can offer you and your family. The City of Hillsboro congratulates the area graduates on your achievements, and they wish you all the best in your future. They hope that you'll carry pleasant memories of school days and graduation time for the rest of your life. Congratulations and best of luck, graduates from the City of Hillsboro.
For yourliveevent.com, I'm Leaf Bakken, talking with head coach of the Hillsboro-Central Valley Burros, Nathan Walsh, and they're 11-2 coming into the Region 2 tournament. And Coach, congratulations, you get to buy, to see who you have to play before getting to play. And turns out you're going to play MPCG, and they're a tough team. And what do you got to do?
Yeah, we're pretty familiar with each other, so we've been battling each other these last couple of years between the summer and the high school seasons. I mean, we kind of come back and forth with each other all the time, and we have really competitive games. So, it's whoever shows up and does the most little stuff, right. Throws strikes, makes plays, puts the ball in play. It's all those little things that you got to do, and especially tournament time, things get magnified a little more. So you got to make sure you're solid, and if we have the right mindset, we should be okay. And I expect our boys to go out and battle today.
One of the things that we talk about when it comes to other sports, and I think it applies to baseball too, is the regular season is over. This is kind of the new season. You did take out MPCG. You kind of handed them the beginning to their 4-loss streak, but they come back here today against Maple River. So you got to put that behind you, but you still have confidence against the team.
Yeah, I think that always helps. That you finally got out there and beat them, and we played pretty well for that most part that game, and did enough to win it. And it's a week ago. It's just like crazy that we played each other just once, and just a week ago now we're back at each other again already. But yeah, I think a lot can be said about regular season is just the regular season, and now it's a brand new season, and we got to go out and do everything again that we did in the regular season, just a little bit better.
Talk about playing here at Mayville State. They've got a nice field, nice facility, and I'm sure the boys are ready to play on a field like this.
Yeah, it's always exciting for the kids. It's a neutral field. You don't feel like anybody has an advantage by playing here and stuff like that. So everybody just comes in and does their best with it. And they took very nice care of it. Looks really good right now. I expected to play very well, and it's a tournament atmosphere. You got the nice stands and you got the nice facility here, and the kids just get a little more excited. It's like I said, it's a tournament, almost like a state tournament atmosphere, so it makes it even better for the kids.
Coach Nathan Walsh from the Hillsboro-Central Valley Burros. Best of luck today, Coach.
Thank you very much.
This is the Irie Insurance pregame show. You're on yourliveevent.com. I'm Leaf Bach, and we did not get a chance to catch up with Mayport CG coach Alex Berry, but they are now 10-5 on the season. 10-0 win today against Maple River. Larimore won 5-4 against Hatton Northwood. Larimore will take on Thompson, and we've got baseball action all afternoon for you here on yourliveevent.com. Don't go anywhere. The Irie Insurance pregame show continues on.
Are you building onto your home? Maybe you want the new camper or ATV. Dakota Heritage Bank can help you. This is Dustin Nagel, president at Dakota Heritage Bank Hillsboro location. You can visit with me or our other loan officers to help with loans and lines of credit from Dakota Heritage Bank. We are serving you with locations in North Dakota and Northwest Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank offers financial services you expect with a local perspective. dhbanknd.com. Dakota Heritage Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Powerful and playful, delicate and precise, bold and carefree. It's the way you move, and it moves us. To deliver care for your whole family, to provide options beyond the expected, to help you leave pain in the past and find your way forward. Orthopedics and sports medicine at Sanford Health.
Triple E Incorporated in Page is cheering on the Raiders. As they compete both on and off the field and on the court, you put in the effort to build a team with trust, experience, and the ability to accomplish your goals. The team at Triple E Incorporated is built the same way, with knowledge and experience that you can trust to get the job done with timeliness and efficiency. For your next non-residential building project, contact Triple E Incorporated, 701-668-2258, or stop by the office in Page. Make your next project a winner with a team from Triple E Incorporated in Page.
Welcome back to Mayville, North Dakota, everybody, on the campus of Mayville State University at Scott Field and Memorial Stadium here in Mayville, North Dakota. Sorry, Scott Berry. I can't read Dawson's handwriting because he's the responsible one to write down where we're at and what we're doing. So I appreciate him. Dawson Peterson will be joining us here later on. This is the Irie Insurance pregame show. For all your insurance needs, visit Irie Insurance online, irieins.com. And just a quick talk here on Mayport CG. The Patriots, we saw them play earlier today. Again, 5-inning win, 10-0 over Maple River. They are the number 3 team taking on the number 2 team, Hillsboro-Central Valley. You'll see that on our Tim Gazette seed sales scoreboard. Hillsboro-Central Valley, the higher seed, so they will be home, and they are on the field just getting wrapped up here with some of their infield stuff. And, 10-0 win for Mayport CG to make it to this game. Larimore beats Hatton Northwood 5-4. A good game that you heard Dawson Peterson on the main call. I joined him as well, and good game there. We can talk more about that, but they'll take on the number 1 Thompson Tommies, as Dawson Peterson is just devouring some hot dogs. He is a hungry guy, and I don't blame him. He had a good call, and it deserves a lot of energy for the next one that's coming up as well. Stick with us on yourliveevent.com. Softball and baseball action all afternoon. Let's take a quick look here and see what we've got on the softball side. I think they were getting rolling again here. Grafton and Thompson are playing there in the bottom of the first, and scoreless. Looks like a runner is on second and first here. So don't forget, you can pull that up on another tab, and we'll be glad to bring that action for you. But we've got baseball action here. Let's jump into our American Crystal Sugar starting lineups. Live the sweet life. They've got great career opportunities, and they have quality products. They're also grower-owned. Check out more on American Crystal Sugar at crystalsugar.com. Here's your starting lineups for today, starting off with the Patriots, who we saw earlier today. It'll be Bergstrom to lead off. He'll be playing shortstop. Reed Kritzberger will be batting second and playing center field. Jacob Hutter will be in the left field, batting third. Landon Koenig, who we saw power a big home run in that first game, will be on the mound and batting fourth. Fugelberg will be playing third and in the fifth slot. McGillis playing first and in the sixth. Seventh slot is Judish playing right field. Arsvold will be behind the plate again, batting eighth, and Cole Kritzberger will be batting ninth, playing second base. That's your Mayport CG Patriot lineup here. And as we move on to your American Crystal Sugar lineup for the Hillsboro-Central Valley Burros, we will see in the number 1 slot, leadoff batter will be the center fielder Belials, followed by the second baseman, who is Braden Walsh, the senior, batting in the second spot. Cole Hebel will be playing first base, batting third. Aaron Johnson will be pitching and batting fourth. Gannon Limke playing left field and batting fifth. Devin Johnson will be catching and batting sixth. Andrew Dulam will be in shortstop and batting seventh. Alec Magnuson playing right field and batting eighth. The designated hitter will be Caleb Hattlestead and batting ninth, and again designated hitting. And Halfley will be playing. That's Kyle Halfley, the sophomore, who will be playing over at third base. And he's in the 10 slot but won't be batting today. So there's a look at your American Crystal Sugar starting lineups, all part of the Irie Insurance pregame show. We've got more coming your way as the coaches will come to meet at home plate. Hillsboro-Central Valley Burros and the Mayport CG Patriots. A battle between Coach Nathan Walsh and his Burros and Alex Berry and the Patriots here in Mayville, North Dakota. North Dakota Class B Region 2 baseball tournament. Action on the way on yourliveevent.com. Stick with us.
The Erickson Agency in Hillsboro is an independent insurance agency. That means they have access to a number of national and regional companies to find you the best combination of price and coverage for your home, autos, or business insurance needs. They also represent Blue Cross, Blue Shield, and Sanford Health for your group or individual health insurance, as well as Medicare supplements. Stop by the office at 502 West Caledonia Avenue or call Lee at 701-636-5852. The Erickson Agency in Hillsboro, a proud supporter of the HCV Burros.
Farmers, are you expanding, upgrading, or want to automate? Visit with the experienced staff at Hope Electric to learn about the latest electrical systems and the newest technologies that they have developed to make your operation more efficient. Get a custom system in place with features like iPad truck loading and remote view grain storage, touchscreen controls, hazard monitoring systems, and wireless cellular cameras to protect your assets. Hope Electric, serving the agricultural and commercial industry since 1978. Visit hopeelectric.com or call 701-945-2460.
Welcome to a better banking experience with First State Bank. Locations in Grand Forks, Thompson, Buxton, Mayville, and Portland, First State Bank is here for you. Locally owned for over 120 years, we know you and the area. Banking for today with savings, checking, and loan services for business, personal, or agriculture. And helping to guide you to tomorrow with wealth management and insurance services. Today, tomorrow, together. First State Bank. Stop into our locations in Grand Forks, Thompson, Buxton, Mayville, and Portland, or visit online firststatebanks.com.
Full Service Foods in Hillsboro provides contract packaging and private label foods for your local and regional retail stores. Full Service Foods is a leader in the upper Midwest for less than truckload quantities for contract manufactured sauces and dressings. They are a privately held company with a reputation for quality and customer service. Full Service Foods is proud to be in Hillsboro and bringing employment opportunities to the area. Find out more at fullservicefoods.com. Full Service Foods of Hillsboro, proud to support this community event.
Welcome back to Veterans Memorial Stadium and the Scott Berry Field here at Mayville State University, Mayville, North Dakota. This is the North Dakota Class B Region 2 baseball tournament as the Hillsboro-Central Valley Burros will take the field first as we conclude our Irie Insurance pregame show for all your insurance needs. Visit Irie Insurance online at irieins.com. That's IHRYINS.com. The Mayport CG Patriots will be the first ones to come to the plate. And I'll turn his mic up if he's ready, but Dawson Peterson is joining us for game number 3 as well. Dawson, what a game number 2 we saw there, a 5-4 win for Larimore over Hatton Northwood.
Yeah, that was a very good game, a well-played game from both teams as well. And Larimore scoring 3 runs right away in the top of the first inning, and Hatton Northwood really didn't blink at that. They kept their composure, and they held Larimore to scoring any more runs until I believe it was the 4th inning or so. So both teams played a very solid game, and dare I say, I think both teams probably deserved to win that game, you could say, with both of the way they played. But it was Larimore getting 1 more run squeaked out in the 6th inning. Hatton Northwood unable to come up in the 6th inning for a run. They actually had the bases loaded in the bottom of the 6th inning, but unable to get a run across to tie the game. So let's see if we get another game here between Mayport CG and Hillsboro-Central Valley. Maybe this one will go the distance as well after the Patriots beat Maple River in 5, 10-0 earlier.
Should be a good game on the day. On the mound for the Burros is Aaron Johnson. Read up a little bit on Mr. Johnson. He's a senior for this Burros team. Throwing to none other than Devin Johnson, who's also a senior behind the plate. So it looks like we're ready to go. Looks like I've got some statistics here as well. Maybe I'll hand those to you.
Yeah,
then you can enlighten us on all the great things from the Burros.
Sounds good to me.
Break the huddle at the mound. We're ready to go. First pitch today for game number 3, 3:06 in the PM. Stepping up will be Ethan Bergstrom, who is playing shortstop, leading off for the Patriots from Mayport CG. Here's the first pitch. Going to start things off with a foul ball, strike 1.
He followed it right back to the backstop here, and it caught the hard edge and almost popped all the way back out to the mound. Got to the infield, though.
So, that's how the first pitch goes for today in game 3 of 4. Can you believe it? It's almost coming to a close. Tomorrow, you'll get to join, I believe it'll be Jake and Chase will be here in town to call some Region 2 baseball for you, as the next one's in the dirt for a ball, and it'll be a count of 1-1. Next one, hard swing and a miss, strike 2. Bergstrom grabs that bat, stares it down, says, "Why aren't you hitting the ball?" Steps back into the box. Here comes the next pitch from Johnson. This one, foul ball, bouncing along the pathway back to their dugout for this game, as they, Mayport CG Patriots, are off to our right on the third base dugout. Hillsboro-Central Valley, the home team, gets to be in the first baseline dugout.
We'll see how, I know Mayport CG has had to sit an entire game until to get this game underway. See if them playing the first game of the day has any effect on maybe how warmed up they are compared to Hillsboro-Central Valley playing their first game of the afternoon.
High inside, ball 2, and count of 2-2. Here on the first batter of this third game of the day. This one low and away brings the count to full. Mark that there. 3-2 pitch. This one straightened out finally into left of center. Trying to get underneath it will be the center fielder. And that's a great job out there for Belials. Getting underneath it for out number 1 and getting things rolling, at least defensively, for the Burros on a fly to the center fielder.
Belials there, too. Had a little bit of a late jump, I think, on that one out in left center. Maybe not so much a late jump, but he slowed down about halfway through until he reached the baseball.
Gannon Limke also, he's the one out there in left field, had an eye on it as a strike comes in on that inside edge. Good strike throw by Johnson here to Reed Kritzberger. Next toss here is close to the same spot, just a little further in, maybe lower, for a count of 1-1. Next one. I was looking away. Was that a little low for ball?
A little high that time, just above the belt.
2-1 pitch. This one catches that outside edge. This umpire likes to take his time, evaluate that pitch in his head, and then make a call. I don't mind that. Next pitch on the outside, and a full count is presented to us.
Catcher last time, Devin Johnson on the previous pitch on that outside corner might have brought that one back into the strike zone.
3-2 catches that outside low corner. I like it. That's a nice pitch. Strikeout looking. He thought he had the walk, Kritzberger did. Out number 2 at the hands of the pitcher, who threw a nice ball.
Close pitch. Didn't go the way of Kritzberger at the dish, and 2 down in the inning.
Jacob Hutter will come up to bat, the left fielder today. 2 outs on the board, nobody on as this one comes right down the pipe. Strike 1. Takes his time, taps the plate, swings the bat around, whirl to his shoulder. Outside for a ball. 2 down and nobody on. You know, we haven't talked a lot about the rules of the tournament, Dawson, but you want to try to pitch well and keep your good pitchers till later in the tournament if possible, as that was a long strike all the way out to foul territory out in left field. Limke was on it, but knew it was drifting that far out and just a little beyond that bullpen fence.
Well, adding to your thought, Leaf, and some pitching rules that we've ran into, we've only had one pitcher go over the century mark as far as number of pitches thrown in a game, and that was the Larimore pitcher in this last game in Warnke, and he went over 115 total pitches, as this one is low and away for a ball from Johnson. So he nearly reached his tournament maximum. As a matter of fact, the tournament max to throw is 135 total pitches. So where he stopped at, only 2 days rest, as there is a strike 3 to end the top of the first inning. Hillsboro-Central Valley up here in the bottom of the first, coming up next.
Hi, I'm Ernie Struby, president of the Goose River Bank. The Goose River Bank wants to bring banking to you. The days of coming into the bank to do business are changing. With digital banking, you can choose how and when you want to do business with us. We will still be here when you need us, but sometimes it's more useful to bank from the seat of your tractor, the kitchen counter, or even while you're on the go. Let the Goose River Bank become your community bank. We believe that a strong bank builds strong communities, and we would be proud to be your bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Whether you're in need of a short-term or long-term care stay, Halsted Living Center offers a variety of first-rate services with a tailored plan to exceed your expectations at any level of care. With Halsted Living Center, there is an attached medical clinic and independent senior housing facility. Physical, occupational, and speech therapy services are available for both inpatient and outpatient. Respite care is available too, as well as hospice services. Call 218-456-2105 for openings available now with Halsted Living Center, or find more information at halstedlivingcenter.com.
Well, here in the bottom of the first inning, we have coming up for the Burros. It will be Gavin Beliles, the junior, to lead off. He's the center fielder. That'll be followed by Braden Walsh, the senior, playing second base, and then Cole Hebel, who's playing first, will be in the hole. He's a junior for this Hillsboro-Central Valley team, as in that last one, some good pitching from Aaron Johnson with 2 strikeouts looking against his opponents, and the first 3 batters are put down, and we go to make sure I write this down right and get everything put together properly. It'll be Landon Koenig on the mound to pitch today, and we saw him do a nice job in that first game against Maple River. Had a big bomb to left field in the first inning, and we're ready to go. Beliles to lead the way. Hillsboro-Central Valley 11-2 on the season coming into this tournament. Hard swing and a miss, strike 1 to start things off. So, hey, that's a good thing, Dawson. Both pitchers have started off with big strikes.
Yeah, I mean, Johnson in that first half of the inning for Hillsboro-Central Valley certainly attacking the batters from Mayport CG, and Koenig doing the same thing here for the Patriots. It's 0-2.
This one, swing and a miss. That'll be a strikeout, and that's a great way for Koenig to start things off. There's out number 1 on 3 pitches. And just glancing down, looks like there's a Crookston baseball recruit here, so he's got a gun, making sure to check out everyone's pitches, see what's going on here in this Region 2 tournament. As coming up next will be Walsh. Again, this umpire takes his time, says strike. Braden Walsh again playing second base. This one just a touch high. And it'll bring the count to 1-1.
When Gavin Belial's in that last at-bat going down and 3 straight strikes. Belial's leading the team actually in strikeouts, striking out 12 times throughout this 10-game season here.
Outside, ball 2. They'll gather that up. Good job there by Arsvold. Quickly, also taking his time, but quickly getting to the ball and just trot that one in. And here we go. 2-1 pitch on the way. This one, almost a golf swing, and it'll be fouled off for strike 2. And a count of 2-2 at the plate. We heard Coach Walsh say in the pregame, these two teams see each other a lot. And so it's a battle. It'll be a battle. As this one is swung on and fouled off over the third baseline and out of play. Well out of play, probably into the slough that goes behind us.
Well, I certainly anticipate a good game in this matchup when you have two teams that know each other so well like the Patriots and the Burros do. It's hard to really stray from your regular business, and you're just going to keep going about and do what you guys do well for both of these teams here.
Full pitch count is the situation as this one's fouled back into the netting. And so we'll keep it this at bat. One of the Burros will trot behind and get the ball. This one on its way and gets hit. Did he scoop that off the ground? Yes. Nice little throwback, a little backhand toss. Great job there by the first baseman today, who's McGillis in this second game, and out number 2.
Yep, that's an excellent play, a backhanded play, moving to his right. I actually thought he picked it out of the air before it hit the ground, but made it a little harder on himself, getting the short hop and then throwing back across his body to the pitcher Koenig. Nice play.
Hebel up to bat now for the Burros, sees ball 1. And also smart baseball, Dawson, because we saw the pitcher move over and Koenig moving over to that base, as you say, and doing his duty to make sure he covers the bag, because second baseman, in theory, could make that coverage, but the pitcher was much closer in that situation. That was a swinging strike for a count of 1-1. Here's the next pitch. This one's fouled high and off to the left side once again, so a count will be 1-2.
Well, as a pitcher, as soon as you see the ball hit to the right side of the mound, you almost have to think right away in your head that, hey, the first baseman is going to get this one. I need to get over there and cover here, whether it goes to the second baseman or the first baseman. Just have that thought in your head to get over there in time.
This one on its way to the first base line and lands just beyond the second fence. So keeping the at-bat alive.
Yeah, Hebel all over it. Home run leader and RBI leader for Hillsboro-Central Valley.
1-2 pitch on its way. Going to be far outside for a 2-2 count now. 2s across the board, including 2 outs. Here's the next pitch. Hard swing and a miss. And look at this, Dawson. Both pitchers so far have got 2 strikeouts on their side. No hits, no runs, no errors, nobody left on. And we go to the top of 2. Coming up, we've got Koenig, Fugelberg, and McGillis on YourLiveEvent.com coverage of the North Dakota Region 2 baseball tournament.
The Hillsboro-Central Valley Booster Club is made up of parents, fans, and community members who work together to build team and community spirit. The Hillsboro-Central Valley Booster Club supports Hillsboro and Central Valley students in their school activities and encourages all students to be involved in the activities at your school. The Hillsboro-Central Valley Booster Club takes great pride in uniting the communities to support the Burros, encouraging everyone to promote school spirit, sportsmanship, and to support the Hillsboro-Central Valley students. It's the Hillsboro-Central Valley Booster Club. Hillsboro Drug and Gift, your community Health Mart pharmacy, brings you the feel-good savings on your healthcare needs. Keep the allergies at bay with Health Mart Allergy Relief 30-count tablets, just $14.99. Health Mart Ibuprofen 100-count coated tablets, just $3.99. 100-count pack of Health Mart calcium tablets for just $7.49. You can also get a 2-pack of COVID-19 tests for just $15.95 at Hillsboro Drug and Gift. Hillsboro Drug and Gift and Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
Welcome back to Mayville, North Dakota, everybody. I'm Leaf Bach and Dawson Peterson by my side, and we are glad to have Region 2 baseball for you. Class B in North Dakota, as the Burros and Patriots are at Goose Eggs right now on the Tim Cassette Seed Sales scoreboard. Your Golden Harvest seed dealer, Tim Cassette in Hillsboro. Pitch to Koenig will be a strike to start us off here in the top of the second. Koenig, the pitcher as well. This is Aaron Johnson as Koenig nicks this one, and that's strike 2. 20 pitches in unofficially here for Johnson. We saw Koenig in the first game against Maple River launch one to left field. Big home run, and there's a strikeout looking. That's all that Johnson has had today, Dawson. 3 of them in a row. Now, they go down looking.
All backwards, yeah, of course. And the home plate umpire giving Johnson that outside corner on the breaking ball, and it could have been maybe just a hair outside, but the borderline call. He gives it to him. You know,
that one
breaker there,
further out.
That one's further out, of course. And that's a harder one to place as well for Johnson throwing that breaking ball. You got to make sure there's enough bite on that to get on the inner half of a Mayport CG Patriot batter. Don't want to leave a meatball out there hanging over the plate.
Lucas Fugelberg, is now 1-1 at the plate. He's a junior, and he pitched in that first game against Maple River and did a nice job, and now he is playing third base. So they utilize him, or they utilize his arm, I should say, no matter where he's playing.
Yeah, one of those guys you can really put anywhere out on the field, not exactly uncomfortable anywhere.
Johnson, nice delivery in Fugelberg on a nice line drive single past the third baseman, and it rolls into left field. That was Halfley, who is written in the 10 spot. He's not playing. They've got a designated hitter in there with Hattlestead, and so Halfley just off the edge of his glove as the wind picks up just a bit. Runner on first here in the top of the second. 1 out on the board. And up to the plate is McGillis. He'll hit this one trying to pull back, but it rolls along and foul for strike 1. Johnson looks over his shoulder at first base a couple times. He will throw over. I thought he would throw home. I guess I don't know these guys like I thought I did.
If you were out there on the base pass leaves, I think you were going to be picked off.
Yep.
Johnson certainly does have a quick move over there to the first base side.
That was a good move. He looks over again. Fugelberg takes a few more steps, and a hard swing through by McGillis. That'll be strike 2 here at the plate in the count of 0-2.
Yeah, Johnson and McGillis mixed up on that one. Breaking ball that time. Really just hacking at it to see if he can get any contact. Might have threw off his timing a little bit. Good pitch.
Comes set on the rubber. 0-2 pitch on the way. This one he goes to check. It was down the middle. They throw down to second, and will they get the out? Oh, did he lose the ball? He must have lost the ball as they tried to gather it up, and it was scooped up by the second baseman. It was the shortstop who picked it up. Second baseman had to recover it, so he will be safe and get the stolen bag. But a strikeout at the plate. Guess what? Backwards K again. Caught him looking.
Well, he nearly had to strike him out, throw him out. Got him looking on the pitch, and the throw, a good one, a little to the right of the second base bag. Right in that area where you can get the shortstop to quickly apply the tag. Lost the baseball, though, however, so see if Mayport can get this guy in and take the lead.
2 outs on the board as Judish comes up and he sees an outside strike 1.
Well, Leaf, you said the home plate umpire takes his time in calling strikes, and that one taking maybe a little bit more time, thinking if that one was going to be a little outside or not.
I think he's established his strike zone pretty well. It's a little bit wide, in our opinion, from up in the booth as this one bounces along the line. It will stay fair. They try to toss it over. It won't quite work, so that'll be a good little doinker single right along that third base line.
Well, and that one stayed fair because of what we talked about earlier in game number 2 when we talked about the infield grass and how that not every place has that infield grass, and that the grass kept that ball fair on the third base line, forcing the third baseman Kyle Halfley to he thought he was going to go foul, and he sort of looked at the ground like, hey, what the heck, I thought you were going to bounce foul.
Arnold Arsvold will come up to bat. He's the catcher today. There's runners on the corners and 2 outs. The Burros would like to set this batter down and take care and then not allow any runs here, as the first one to Arsvold is low outside strike. I should say outside corner because low outside is a ball. That's outside corner strike. Next one, little further out, so it'll be ball 1 and a count of 1-1. Once again, 2 outs and runners on first and third.
Johnson trying to bring that one back in from behind the plate, trying to frame it on that outer edge.
Remember, Aaron Johnson on the mound, Devin Johnson behind the plate. Johnson throwing to Johnson. This one going to be low inside for ball 2. Aaron Johnson glances over his shoulder, looks at first, and now he's staring down at third. He'll throw back to first. They'll try to apply the tag. No problems there. Nice little lead off there for Fugelberg at third, but he'll just walk back and keep his eye on the pitcher. Where's the ball? What do I need to do? Playing smart baseball. Here's the pitch. This one, a grounder on its way to the second baseman and thrown across, and that is a good way to get out of the inning, that is for sure. And so you've got the 4-3 is what that's called in the book. So here we had 2 hits with no runs. There were no errors, and there was 2 left on here at the top of 2. As we go into the bottom of the second, the Burros have coming up Aaron Johnson with Gannon Limke and Devin Johnson on yourliveevent.com. It's 0-0 on the Tim Cassette seed sales scoreboard.
You can enjoy some great food with a stop at the Hillsboro Vets Club. Each Friday in May, the Vets Club is serving up their Friday night burger baskets. Enjoy the fresh 1/3 pound burgers served up with a side of fries Friday nights from 5:30 to 7 p.m. On Saturdays, you can get some delicious roasted chicken from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. or until it's gone. Fries and coleslaw also available. Takeout and indoor dining options are available at the Hillsboro Vets Club. And don't forget to check out the appetizers each Wednesday at the Hillsboro Vets Club.
Hello, Shane with Irie Insurance. We are proud to announce our Benefits Connect platform. You will have more options with Irie Insurance Benefits Connect. You have choices. Do you know who your group agent is? Do you meet annually to review benefits? Would you like to save money? Would you like more benefits? You have choices. We take a different approach to providing benefits through education, communication, and a personal touch. To find out more about Irie Insurance, go to IrieInsurance.com.
Bottom of the second with the Burros coming up to bat here from Mayville, North Dakota. I'm Leif Bakken with Dawson Peterson by my side for game number 3 of North Dakota Class B Region 2 baseball here in Mayville. And Dawson, first game was a 10-0 win for Mayport CG over Maple River. And then we saw a nice, good game between Larimore and Hatton Northwood, a 5-4 win for Larimore. The Polar Bears will take on the Tommies after this game.
Yeah, we've sort of seen a whole variety of some different games and how they're played. That 10-0 win. Johnson will fly one out into right center field.
Trying to get underneath it. Nice job. Great job by Judish playing right field.
Yeah, finishing the thought, we've seen a lot of different baseball so far through our first 2 games. The 10-0 win for Mayport CG, and then we saw sort of a slow stalemate in that second game.
Back and forth.
5-4 win.
Gannon Lemke, left fielder, comes up to bat. He's going to hit a high one. It's going to ride that first baseline. Judish getting underneath it again is going to go to the bullpen. It will land in the bullpen area.
Yeah, that's the first time we've seen the ball be, well, really that bullpen come into play where it juts out so much, because really there's maybe another, 20 feet or so where that fence could actually be, right next to that mound where that bullpen area is. So it's not necessarily needed all that space.
0-1 pitch comes in, and they say that Lemke swung. He didn't mean to. He's a little frustrated with himself there, and so the count will be 0-2 at the plate.
Yeah, the right fielder might have had a shot at that fly ball, so Lemke, new life.
Ooh, this one Lemke tried to get out of the way, and the umpire says, no, that's the inside of the plate. And there is another strikeout. 3 strikeouts here for Koenig. 2 swinging. That's the first one looking.
Both pitchers having an excellent start to the game, that is for sure.
Swinging through is Devin Johnson here. Once again, he is the catcher today for the Burros. He's a senior. I believe, let me look at that again. So count is 1-1 here. Next one going to be high, ball 2. 2-1 is the count with 2 outs on the board, nobody on. This one swung on, riding that first baseline and drifting even deeper into the bullpen.
Trying to straight one out here.
2s across the board. Go ahead.
Sending a few into right field.
Hard swing, a high pitch.
Another good pitch. Made him chase.
3 up, 3 down. A fly out to center. And 2 strikeouts. Great job. No hits, no runs, no errors. No one left on. It's a battle here as we go to the top of the 3rd inning. The Tim Gazette seed sales scoreboard shows 0 for both teams. And when we come back, we are at the bottom of the batting order with Cole Kritzberger. Then back to the top with Bergstrom and Kritzberger. YourLiveEvent.com.
It's the concert event of the summer in the Brainerd Lakes area. Lakes Jam, June 22nd through June 25th at Brainerd International Raceway.
R&J Broadcasting is the presenting sponsor.
Experience Lakes Jam. For rock and rollers, the main stage features Tesla, Warrants, and Hairball. For country enthusiasts, John Party, Cole Swindell, Gabby Barrett, and Mark Wills. Experience watercross, drifting, and lawnmower racing. For on-site camping, lodging, and tickets, visit lakesjam.com.
Successful teams need a place to practice when the weather doesn't cooperate or the teams just need an extra swing. The Mayport Youth Center provides that option for the Mayport CG School District, summer baseball and softball teams. The Mayport Youth Center is an indoor facility that includes batting cages and field turf. In the winter, the facility is home to the Mayport Ice Dog hockey team. Good luck to the Mayport CG Patriots from the Mayport Youth Center.
Welcome back to the top of the 3rd inning from Mayville, North Dakota. I'm Leaf Bach and Dawson Peterson with me. It's 0-0, Mayport CG and Hillsboro-Central Valley on the Tim Gazette seed sales scoreboard. He's your Golden Harvest seed dealer in Hillsboro. Thanks for making your seed purchases with Tim Gazette seed sales, and best of luck with planting this spring. If you need any help with what's going on with your seed, 701-430-0877 is the number to call as we go here to Cole Kritzberger. We are in, once again, the top of the 3rd, a little high, maybe a bit inside to start things off here for Aaron Johnson in the 3rd. Shows a bunt, and this one comes in right down the middle below the bunt. And will be a 1-1 count now. Checking over quickly, see where things are at as we see a ball 2 on this side. Right now, Grafton leads Thompson in Region 2 girls softball, 2-0. This one comes in for a strike. And a count of 2-2. Next pitch. This one, Kritzberger swings at, fouls, and this one will be deep out of play.
Staying alive. Johnson attacking the strike zone right around the plate for majority of the afternoon so far.
Both pitchers doing well, as we mentioned, in that bottom of the last inning. This one fouled off, and the count will remain 2-2. Umpire shows 2 balls, 2 strikes. There's nobody out. There's also nobody on, as this is the first batter of the third. Time is called from the mound. Kritzberger shakes it off, steps back in. This one a grounder on its way to the shortstop. Scooped up, thrown across. Do they get it in time? They sure do. Watch the umpire again. Watch that process, Dawson, when you see any umpire. Take a second. You saw him nod there and then give the signal. It's just one of those things. I see it. You see it in basketball as well. I've got 40 pitches in, by the way, for Johnson unofficially. Don't make a quick call. Take the time to register it. Yeah, that's what happened, and affirm it with everything else going on around you.
Yep, making the right call. And over that first base umpire spot, and you got a hard ground ball like that, you're watching for the foot to hit the bag and listening for the sound of the ball to the mitt. That's the rule there. Looking at a safe or out call, and shortstop Andrew Dillum certainly makes the play over at shortstop look easy.
1-1 is the count at the plate. There is 1 out now on the board. You also saw the umpire get in place on the inside field of, to get a better view of it. Getting underneath it on the first base. Great job there for Hebel. And so out number 2 at the hands of him on a pop fly out. Yeah, and like you said, that was a good job there for Doolum to, do his due diligence, kind of charge up on it, wait for it to bounce off the grass. And that's the tough part with the grass infield is where are those holes? The grass can cover up some of those, and that's where some mistakes can be made. Reed Kritzberger comes up to bat as he sends this one sky high on the infield. Second baseman getting underneath it. Great job there by Braden Walsh. Well, look at that. We have, there's just been a lot of action, but not a lot of scoring so far. So, on that note, we go to the bottom of the third after no hits, no runs, no errors, and nobody left on here in the top of the third. Coming in the bottom for the Burros will be Doolum, Magnuson, and Hattlestead on yourliveevent.com. Goose eggs on the Tim Gazette seat sale scoreboard.
At the Thompson Public School, their mission is to develop lifelong learners and responsible citizens. You can visit the website tps-k12.org for school announcements and calendars, lunch menus, weather announcements, athletic schedules, and information on the construction project and new addition at the Thompson Public School. Follow them on social media and find Tommy Pride with student updates and events with the Thompson Public Schools. Stay in touch with your children's education or find out why the Thompson Public Schools is right for you. tps-k12.org.
What do basketball, choir, drama club, and marching band all have in common? They're all high school activities that offer learning opportunities not necessarily found in the classroom. They take up just a fraction of a typical North Dakota high school's budget, and they go a long way to giving young people the tools they need to thrive. High school activities, they're more than extracurricular. They're extra important, too. This message presented by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Here we are in Mayville, North Dakota, playing baseball for Region 2 Class B. We go to the bottom of the third, and Doolum is coming up to bat. This one hits him. So Koenig asked about it, and the umpire explains a little bit, and not how you want to start off the inning, but that'll work if you're a Burros fan.
Second time Doolum's been hit by a pitch this year. One of the better hitters on this Burro roster. Batting average of .444. Second only behind Caleb Hattlestead. Not nearly as many at-bats, though.
inside edge here for Alec Magnuson, the senior, who's playing right field today. So he'll see strike one. He's got a friend on first. Not much of a leadoff there. Koenig throwing back to check on that runner. Well, Doolin will reset, and he doesn't take much of a leadoff. He'll get a little bit further. Swing, and this one's partially nicked. Partially nicked. Mostly just nicked. And then into the glove. So strike two for Magnuson at the plate.
Take what you can get at this point. Both pitchers firing strikes.
That's for sure.
Oh, and they got him here.
Oh, boy. He got too far away from the plate and stumbled. Oh, he gets away, and then he falls down, and they call him out.
Well, opportunity for Hillsboro-Central Valley, and I think Koenig checking on Doolin at first, just catching him flat-footed. Unable to get back to the first base bag, and a gift for Mayport CG.
Well, now the bags are cleared, and
quickly there's out number two.
Magnuson swung, so it was a strikeout. And then he forgot they needed to run because the catcher dropped it, but then you tag up and all the things. So it does go down as a strikeout. It is the fourth of the day for Koenig. We move to the ninth batter on the day, the designated hitter, as he swings hard for strike one. This is Caleb Hattlestead, the junior. Hard swing and a miss, strike two. So the count will be 0-2. 2 outs, nobody on. Another swing and a miss. Well, Dawson, make that 5 strikeouts for Landon Koenig, who's doing a great job on the mound. No hits, no runs, no errors, nobody left on. And we go to the top of the fourth inning. Coming up for the Mayport CG Patriots is Hutter, Koenig, and Fugelberg. This is YourLiveEvent.com. It's 0-0.
For decades, Nodak Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most.
In Grand Forks and Lakota, see Chris Moen, your agent with answers. Rar Malting and Taft Elevator in Taft, North Dakota is a centrally located barley handling and malting plant serving North Dakota, Minnesota, western Montana, and Canada. Rar Malting has been a malt of reputation since 1847, distributing malting barley to breweries and distilleries around the world. And with Taft Elevator's upgraded handling, sampling, and testing equipment, they can maintain and preserve the quality of that malting barley. Rar Malting and Taft Elevator, handling and distributing malt of reputation. Welcome back as we go into the top of the fourth inning here in Mayville, North Dakota. North Dakota Class B Region 2 baseball tournament. I'm Leif Bakken with Dawson Peterson helping out. He'll be maybe here, I guess. He just informed me during the break. We'll see what happens for Game 4. No, he'll be here. And if he's not...
No, we'll be ready to rock and roll for Game 4.
First one will be strike.
Although I don't know if we're going to see a couple of pitching performances that we're seeing right now so far from Johnson and Koenig.
Next pitch to... Hutter here is ball and turns the count to 1-1. I have unofficially 45 pitches in for Aaron Johnson. Next one, a little bit high. Ball 2.
You know, when you see, games where they're very inexperienced teams are struggling to throw strikes, you'll see the umpires expand the zone a little bit. Like a pitch sort of like that that's just off the plate inside would probably be a strike then. But for these two pitchers firing strikes, they have a very good command of everything in their tool bag. And And they're gonna that zone is it's a tight zone here.
3-1 pitch on the way. That one. That's what I thought. Again, I don't know why I'm here until I'm done, so I don't know why I need him to speed up. He doesn't. He's doing his job at the plate. It's a 3-2 count. Wind comes through. Next pitch fouled off. And behind us. Count will remain 3-2. Look like a bunch of football coaches up here in the press box. Trying to keep the wind from blowing to you as this one catches the outside edge. He thought that he was going to first, but that is a strikeout looking.
And the coach down on the third baseline. Yep, he's having words with his player walking back to the dugout, Jacob Hutter. I think he's saying, Hutter didn't exactly like the call on the outside corner, but I think his coach on the third base side essentially is saying, don't give him the opportunity to call him out there if it's close, especially with the 2 strikes. Swing at that one. Go down swinging at the very least.
This one nicked and into the glove for a strike for Landon Koenig. He struck out looking on his last at-bat in the second. He led off in that second. So the count is 1-1. Next one finding its way to right field. Magnuson trying to track it and does so. There's out number 2 on a fly out to right field. I was just going to say, by the way, stepping back to that strikeout, all of the strikeouts that Johnson has had, they've been looking, and that is the 5th one on the day. So this will bring Fugelberg up to bat as we have had the closest thing we had was back in the second for the Patriots where there were 2 guys on. They had singles, but then they got left on, and that's what keeps us at 0 on the Tim Gazette Seed Sales scoreboard. This one finds that outside corner for strike 1 here for Fugelberg up to bat.
And it's remarkable because on the other side of things, it's almost the exact same story with Koenig and his pitching performance so far.
Another great pitch by Johnson right down the middle. I was surprised that Fugelberg didn't swing at that one, but I'm not him. I'm not standing in the box to see where that's at. 2 outs, nobody on, 0-2 pitch.
Well, there he gets a little piece of it. Gets a piece of the ball, and then umpire or the catcher and the umpire on the way back to the net.
So that'll keep an 0-2. This one, another swing and foul along that third baseline into the Patriot dugout.
It's a good job by Fugelberg to fight that one off, waiting for the bender to get there. Mixing up his timing, staying alive, shooting it over to his dugout.
He uses the inside of that batter's box. Look at how close he is to that plate. 0-2. This one, even further inside. Potential to graze his knees, but he steps out of the way.
And of all the pitchers we've seen today, I don't think any of them from game 1 or 2, we haven't seen any pitchers be very erratic at all today, and we're certainly not seeing that in this game today. So that, allowing the batters to dig in a little bit more in the batter's box. We've seen a few guys get hit by pitches, but nothing crazy by any means.
Johnson says he wants a new ball, so he throws to Johnson, who hands it off.
Would it be something if the umpire's last name was Johnson?
That would be. 2-2 pitch on the way. This one, a grounder on its way to shortstop. Gathered up, thrown across from Doolum over, and then...
Well, fell out of his glove over at first there.
I think he went to scoop too soon.
Yep.
And so he had the nick on his glove to stop it, but a single for Fugelberg.
Now batting for the Patriots, the first baseman, number 21, Walker McGillis.
So that'll be the 3rd hit on the day for the Patriots. I suppose a guy could put that down his knee. That's tough, though.
Yeah, that is a tough one. Yeah, bang play as well.
This brings McGillis up to the plate. There's a runner on first and 2 outs.
Let's see what Mayport CG can do about bringing him around and trying to get him to score here in an absolute... This is the definition of a pitcher's duel so far here in game number 3.
I do want to note the difference, and that's because of some of the hits, but the Patriots have been on the ball a little bit more, safe at first as he throws across. Here's the pitching difference. I have 61 pitches down for Aaron Johnson. Landon Koenig when he comes back, he'll be starting 33.
Wow.
So that's just, so there's the difference. The arm could wear out here on Johnson a little bit unless they decide to make some changes. This one nicked off the end of the bat and rolls foul for a strike and brings the count to 1-1. So, again, like you say, a pitcher's battle, but we've seen a few more hits. The Patriots have had their head on the ball. They've been watching it, and a lot of foul balls.
Well, the other thing, too, for Hillsboro-Central Valley, and anywhere they can go where it's with a new pitcher when they feel it seems like everybody on their roster, other than a couple of guys, they're all listed as being a pitcher as well. So
this one fouled into the net just on the edge. A few people kind of duck out of the way. That'll be strike 2, and the count will be 1-2 to McGillis here. 2 outs and a runner on first. Clouds starting to move in a little bit more here in Mayville, North Dakota. A little bit of rain last night. You can kind of see where the rain settled along the mound and at the plate on the dirt here. This one on its way out to center, trying to get underneath it as the wind blows. It is no problem out in center field there for Belials, and that'll be out number 3, fly out to center field. And so on that note, 64 pitches in for Aaron Johnson. There were no runs off 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on. And we are going to the bottom of the 4th inning. Hillsboro-Central Valley Burros are at the top of their batting order. Belials, Walsh, Hebel. This is YourLiveEvent.com.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. This spring has been a trying time, and we may feel everything is out of our control. Please remember to slow down and stay safe this spring. Come home to your families each and every night. Please use this time to make sure your planter is ready to go. Keep downtime to a minimum. When you get into the fields, we are here to help you with any planting issues that may come up. RDK Enterprises, 636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Dakota Heritage Bank is a bank on the go and on the grow, with locations in Hunter, Hope, Galesburg, Hillsboro, Grandin, Gackle, Streeter, Judd, Harvey, Medina, and Red Lake Falls. More locations and more services. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking and online banking with bill pay, so you can bank anytime, anywhere. Stop in and visit Dakota Heritage Bank today. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. dhbanknd.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. We're having a good time in Mayville, North Dakota. North Dakota Class B Region 2 baseball tournament. As Belials comes up to bat to lead off, he's at the top of the batting order as well, and that is out number 1 on the first pitch. As I mentioned just a bit ago, 33 pitches in for Koenig, and that is a fly out to the left fielder.
That's exactly what you want if you're Koenig. When the pitch count is so low already, and you already, 1 pitch, 1 out. You're loving that.
The Patriots have 3 hits. The Burros have none so far in this game. As Walsh went to check the swing, and then he pulled back, looked at the umpire, and the ball hit his bat. Comes back to like earlier in the Larimore game where the ball almost hit one of them that was still sticking up as he ducked down. Just got to pull that bat back quicker. 0-1 pitch. This one, that looks pretty good. It is. Landon Koenig. Taking care of business.
Absolutely dealing here in this game.
0-2 pitch. This one, golf swing, fouls to stay around.
And if you're Hillsboro-Central Valley, you're doing anything you can to try and get him flustered, a little rattled, get him to throw a few more pitches than he has been.
This one, a grounder riding that first baseline, will stay fair, but it will be gathered no problem there by McGillis, who unassisted at the first base. We haven't seen one of those yet today.
Right, and that's excellent concentration by McGillis over there at first base. That was bouncing down the first base line, the grass a couple times, nearly hit the first base bag as well, but stayed with it, stepped on it, 2 down.
Cole Hebel comes up to bat. He's playing first base today. Hard cut. Strike 1. He wants to knock the string out of that ball. Second one will be just a bit low. Ball 1. Count will be 1-1. 2 outs on the board. Nobody on here. Thought maybe we'd try to get these balls. They're getting into our camera shot. Distracting there at the top as this one's fouled off along third baseline, trying to hustle over there, and it goes into the bullpen. That was a good hustle, though, by Jacob Hutter on his way that direction. That will be a long strike 2, pitch 40 here for Koenig. Again, unofficial pitch 40. And a count of 1-2 at the plate. Open batting stance, uses the back of the batter's box. Hard swing, foul again.
Yeah, barely a piece. Trying to work the count.
Umpire calls time, says let's bring some more balls in here. Everything that we've gathered from before.
You know, in Leaf, I think these balls up here in the net, oh, there is still 3 up there. I thought there was only 2 now.
And 2 of them are game balls. This one right down on this inside of the plate. That was a good pitch. I really like the way that one looked from Koenig, and he gets Hebel looking. And so on that, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on. The Burros are hitless here as we've been through 4 of them. We go to the top of the 5th inning, 0-0 on the Tim Cassette Seed Sales scoreboard from the North Dakota Class B Region 2 Baseball Tournament.
Friday Night Racing returns this summer to Red River Valley Speedway in West Fargo, featuring 5-wide, high-flying, family-friendly action. Weekly racing featuring IMCA modified, stock cars, sport mods, sprint cars, hobby stocks, and index legends. Racing begins at 7 o'clock. Adult tickets are $13, kids tickets just $5. See the full schedule online at RedRiverValleySpeedway.com. All summer long, enjoy Friday night action at Red River Valley Speedway in West Fargo.
Powerful and playful. Delicate and precise. Bold and carefree. It's the way you move, and it moves us. To deliver care for your whole family. To provide options beyond the expected. To help you leave pain in the past and find your way forward. Orthopedics and sports medicine at Sanford Health.
Top of the 5th inning as the Patriots are coming up to bat. We are scoreless after 4 here from Mayville, North Dakota. Judish, Arsvold, and Cole Kritzberger coming up to the plate here in the top of the 5th inning. I'm Leaf Bach and Dawson Peterson with me helping out in game number 3. Game 4 will be the Thompson Tommies and the Larimore Polar Bears coming up as an inside ball. 1 comes in, and Dawson Peterson will be the lead on that broadcast for you right here on YourLiveEvent.com. Hard swing and a miss, strike 1, and the count will be 1-1. How cool to have a mascot, the Polar Bears.
Yeah, absolutely.
This one off the end of the bat on its way to center field, and it'll take a bounce, and that'll be a good single for Judish, his 2nd of the day.
Especially during a warm weather climate.
Yes.
Or season, at least.
So, Judish will be 2 for 2 on the day.
Now batting for the Patriots, catcher,
Arsvold will be coming up to bat.
Arsvold.
The age-old question, what a Tommy is. We'll
discuss that more next game.
This one bunt, This one's popped up, and so a pop fly to the third baseman. That was a good job.
Well, that's exactly what you don't want to do.
Halfley coming in, rushing in. That was once he saw the bunt, he knew that's what he needed to do. Great job by Halfley. Arsvold trying to advance the runner, doesn't quite get it. 1 out on the board, and Cole Kritzberger comes up to bat. Runner on first.
Halfley's very much aware of the scenarios over there at the third base corner, playing a few steps in. He charges in, comes nearly all the way to the dirt, right where the batter's box lines start to form.
Well, Kritzberger showing a bunt as well on that one. This one will find the bottom edge of the strike zone. 70 pitches in for Aaron Johnson unofficially. Count is 0-2 at the plate. 1 out and a runner at first. 0-2 pitch. Foul ball to keep this at-bat alive. Looks at his black and red bat. Looks down the third base line to see what Coach Alex Berry has to say, has to signal. He's ready in the box. Johnson ready on the mound. Here's the pitch. This one. Ooh, just a little bit high and outside for a ball. Very close to what we've seen as strikes earlier. Just a touch outside, maybe a little high,
To
I guess.
right-handed batters, we've seen that. Seen that one. Get the batter rung up on a pitch like that. No dice that time.
1-2 pitch. That one on that outside edge. Ball 2. You hear some encouragement from the infield to say, hey, that's a good pitch.
Yep. Encouragement from the infield and a little moaning and groaning from the fans in the stands.
Throwing back to check on the runner.
Close.
Time is called. So the Patriot Judish can get up and brush himself off. Two and two's the count. This one fouled back into the netting. And the at-bat goes on here for Cole Kritzberger with a 2-2 count. The runner will have to return to first. There is one out on the board here in the top of the fifth. Johnson set, turns around, throws over and well behind the runner. Wind picks up just a bit now. 2-2 pitch. That one. Ooh, a little outside.
And a couple of those pitches there, those are some close ones there. It's probably the third ball in this at bat that is probably could have gone either way.
So the count is full. Here it is. This one riding that third baseline. Limke trying to come in, finds his adjustment, and makes the catch. So after all of that, and the moaning and groaning, even from the crowd you could hear, it's a fly out to left field. So that'll be 2 outs on the board with a runner at first, and we'll go to the top of the batting order with Ethan Bergstrom, who is playing the shortstop today. He's 0 for 2 with a pop-up to the first baseman in his last at-bat. Bunt is shown. This one thrown high. Pitch is thrown high, and then they throw him out at second. Great job there from Johnson. Finding, I believe that was Walsh, if I'm not mistaken.
Excellent pick, at second base by Walsh. Caught it on the one hop. Tagged him out, inning over.
That's right. We will come back to Bergstrom when we come back in the 6th, but here we go to the bottom of the 5th. It'll be Aaron Johnson, Gannon Limke, Devin Johnson, all on the way in the bottom of the 5th inning on yourliveevent.com. We're tied up at 0. The days are getting longer. The sun will shine on the fields, and soon the crop will be planted and sprouting. Tim Kazette Seed Sales in Hillsboro, your local Golden Harvest seed dealer, wishes you a safe and successful planting season. Tim looks forward to seeing those black dirt fields rise to green and then shimmer with gold this year. Visit with Tim Kazette Seed Sales about your options and what fits right for you and your fields at 701-430-0877. Happy farming from Tim Kazette Seed Sales of Hillsboro.
The Trail District Health Unit is ready to take your appointment for first, second, and booster vaccinations for COVID-19. These appointments are available every Tuesday from 9 to 11 a.m. at the Trail County Courthouse and June 16th at the Mayville Lutheran Church. Moderna and Pfizer vaccines available. Call Trail District Health Unit to schedule your appointment at 701-636-4434. Public Health. Prevent, promote, protect. Trail District Health Unit.
Coming back here to the bottom of the 5th inning as we've got Limke Johnson coming your way on yourliveevent.com. I'm Leif Bakken with Dawson Peterson, and tied up at 0 on the Tim Kazette Seed Sales scoreboard, and we're going to take this opportunity for a Ryan Opdahl Agency update, an in-game update, As so far in this one, at least for the Burros, they've got no hits and no runs. There's been, let's see, 7 strikeouts for Koenig, who's on the mound right now. And as I say that, he'll throw a strike on the inside to Johnson to start off this bottom of the 5th inning, I should say. As for the Patriots, no runs, no hits in the first. They had 2 hits and left 2 on in the second. In the third, it was no runs, no hits, as another strike is thrown here from Koenig. So the count will be 0-2 at the plate. And 1 hit and 1 left on in the fourth. As I glance down and glance up, and there's a strikeout. Was he swinging, Dawson? Or did he look?
No, he was looking.
All righty. Well, on that note, that'll be 8 strikeouts now for Koenig as we resume here, play our in-game update from Ryan Opdahl Agency at Farmers Union Insurance in Hillsboro. Call them up, 701-436-5777. For your insurance requests, visit with Ryan Opdahl at Ryan Opdahl Insurance, Farmers Union Insurance. Foul ball for strike 1 to Gannon Limke. And now a ball.
Well, even more impressive than the strikeout numbers, Leaf, for Koenig. That pitch count number as well, staying low.
That's right. As you say that, a low outside ball 2 and a pitch count. We're just approaching 50. He's at 48, according to my unofficial pitch count statistics. Next one is going to be on the inside as Limke gets out of the way, and it will be ball 3. So the count is 3-1 at the plate. There is 1 out with nobody on here in the bottom of the 5th inning. We play 7 innings of high school baseball. Unless we're tied, we keep going. Limke had a pop-up that the wind, I think, kind of caught that one. It kind of floated into the second baseman's glove, and the second baseman for this second game today is Cole Kritzberger. And so there's out number 2, 50 pitches in, according to my stats, for Koenig.
Well, even if there wasn't any wind, that ball, we have not seen very many hard-hit balls off the bat of the Burro batters here this afternoon. Koenig really making it hard on Hillsboro-Central Valley.
This one high inside, ball 1 to Devin Johnson. Johnson's last at-bat was in the 2nd inning. He was the 3rd out that time on a swinging strikeout. This one catches that outside edge that we've seen so much, especially for right-handed batters. Brings the count to 1-1. 1-1 pitch. Fouled off, and we'll make it 2 strikes. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We're in the middle of this one. 4, 5, 6 again. This one fouled off, rolling down that third base line and gathered up by Coach Nathan Walsh. Showing off his skills over there on the grounder.
Little bobble.
He doesn't have a glove. Benefit of the doubt. 1-2 pitch from Koenig. This one outside, and I'll call it low as well. 2s across the board. Nobody on. 0s on the scoreboard. This one a grounder on its way to shortstop. Gathered up and take a little bit of time. Thrown across. No problems there. Good job by Bergstrom finding McGillis. And once again, the Burros have just been coming up in 3-3-3. We come back to them with the 7-8-9 batters. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on for the Burros. And we go to the top of the 6th inning. Coming up, we're at the top of the batting order for the Patriots of Mayport CG. Bergstrom, Reed Kritzberger, and Jacob Hutter all on the way. This is YourLiveEvent.com. 0s on the board.
Let's get real. You're ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. So get ready for the University of Minnesota Crookston. With more than 30 majors, minors, and certificates, you'll earn a University of Minnesota degree in a close-knit community where faculty become friends and friends feel like family. And to get a degree that can make a difference, you don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, ready.
The Hillsboro and Central Valley School Districts congratulate the seniors on your success and wish you well in your future endeavors. They encourage you to step into your future, secure in the knowledge that this world needs you and the unique, inspiring gifts that only you can give. Best wishes go with you graduates as you prepare for the greater challenges ahead in a world of new possibilities. Congratulations, graduates, from the administration and staff of the Hillsboro and Central Valley School Districts. To all students, parents, and families of the Hillsboro and Central Valley Schools, thank you for a great year.
Top of the 6th inning coming at you from Mayville, North Dakota. I'm Leif Bakken with the play-by-play action for game number 3 out of 4 today. Hillsboro-Central Valley Burros and the Mayport CG Patriots had a little Alabama cheap seats planned for us here. And thank you. Larimore delivering their lineups for the next game against the Thompson Tommies. As pitch will come in here to Bergstrom for a strike. And it'll be strike 1. This one going to be low outside, ball 1 for a count of 1-1 here. To Bergstrom, Reed Kritzberger on deck, Hutter in the hole. This one fouled off and over our heads. So a count of 1-2 at the plate. This one, ooh, off of the helmet of Ethan Bergstrom, so he'll be hit by a pitch and take the walk. That was a hard hit, and Bergstrom will make his way over to first, and he'll step off and kind of talk to the coach and rub his head a little bit, or at least adjust the helmet some. Time is called, and now we go to Reed Kritzberger. Kritzberger is 0 for 2 with a pop-up to the second baseman on his last at-bat. Bergstrom takes that lead off. They throw across, and he'll slide back in, no problems. If I heard our friend over to the other side here from the radio station, I think I heard that this one is bunted down. We'll get to an update from the softball field here in a second. A runner will advance to second. And an out for
now batting left fielder number 15, Jacob Hutter.
An out there at Kritzberger. Pitcher over to the first baseman as Hutter comes up to bat. Runner on second. 1 out. Mayport CG trying to attack here and get on the board. This one breaks a little at the end, and it goes further out for ball 1. Bergstrom with a pretty good lead off on second. Johnson not too concerned with that right now, as this one finds the outside corner for a strike and brings the count to 1-1. Hutter is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts looking today. Last strikeout in the 4th. Johnson's pitch on the way. This one, a liner out to the right field. Magnuson gathers it up. He'll throw it in, and it'll put the runners on the corners. There's a good single to get things going for Jacob Hutter. And put a guy in scoring position. Patriots looking to score first. Here, we're in the top of the 6th inning, and we go to Landon Koenig.
Pitcher number 9, Landon Koenig.
He's 0 for 2 today. Flew out to the right fielder on his last at-bat. And it looks like time is taken here. Coach Nathan Walsh wants to have a word with the infield and the pitching, and so we'll take a timeout as well. There's runners on the corners with 1 out in the top of the 6th inning. This is YourLiveEvent.com.
It's the concert event of the summer in the Brainerd Lakes area. Lakes Jam, June 22nd through June 25th at Brainerd International Raceway.
R&J Broadcasting is the presenting sponsor.
Experience Lakes Jam. For rock and rollers, the main stage features Tesla, Warrants, and Hairball. For country enthusiasts, John Party, Cole Swindell, Gabby Barrett, and Mark Wills. Experience watercross, drifting, and lawnmower racing. For on-site camping, lodging, and tickets, visit lakesjam.com.
Here at Mayville State University, Mayville, North Dakota, I'm Leif Bakken. Dawson Peterson with me as well. This is game 3 out of 4 as Coach Nathan Walsh met with his infield, talk about the situation. Aaron Johnson maybe a little shook up a little. But no scoring yet here in this game in the top of the 6th. This is North Dakota Class B Region 2 baseball tournament action on yourliveevent.com. Landon Koenig, the pitcher who's been doing well for the Patriots, is up to bat. Throw across, and this one is thrown into no man's land, and so that'll score the run, and that is not what the Burros wanted. E1 there. And an error to advance the runner to second as well, as that one rolls into foul territory, and a score. A run coming in for Mayport CG. Time is called at the plate as Johnson was taking his time. 1 out on the board and a runner in scoring position at second. Johnson's pitch comes in on the inside for a strike. It's the first pitch to Koenig after a couple of throwdowns and a timeout. This one on its way to left of center. This one will get caught by the wind way up there as they try to throw the third. This one goes past, and now they'll advance. Runner will advance to second and third. The wind was blowing kind of here, and I expect that's what it's doing up in the atmosphere a little bit as Koenig had I'm going to call that a single, and then I'll call it an error. Courtesy runner comes in for Koenig at second, so runners in scoring position at second and third. 1 out remains here in the top of the 6th. Fugelberg will come up to bat, the left-handed batter. He is 2 for 2 with a single to shortstop on the last one. This one fouled off for strike 1 as it was hit up and to the left. Next one, bunt is shown. It rolls. 1 run will score, and they can't get anybody out. So another run comes in for the Mayport CG Patriots. His pinch runner comes in and advances to third, and a single on that bunt for Fugelberg. Another single for him. 3 for 3 on the day. This will bring up the first baseman, McGillis.
First baseman, number 21, Walker McGillis.
Runners on the corners and 1 out. The Burros would like to get out of this inning and stop the bleeding with 2 runs in. Johnson comes set. This one on the outside edge, or outside of the corner, I should say, for a ball, and everybody hustles to get in the position to make sure that runner doesn't come in. Two runs brought in here in the 6th inning for the Patriots. This one skying up. It's going to be in shallow right field. Magnuson coming in, calling off the second baseman. He catches that, and that'll be out number 2. Runner will advance to second. Infield fly.
Now batting right fielder, number 8, Marshall Judish.
So runners in scoring position at first and second. Judish comes up to bat. He's 2 for 2 with a single in his last at-bat. He hit that one to center field as the ball comes in for ball 1. Pitch comes in for ball 1, I should say. Next one will be a strike. I have just passed the 90 mark here for Johnson on the pitch count. This one high outside, ball 2. Two outs on the board, runners on second and third with a count of 2-1 at the plate. This one, same spot as the last, high outside, ball 3. Johnson is ready. 3-1 pitch. That one right down the middle for strike 2, and we have a full count. 2 outs on the board, and there is a full count at the plate. Runners at second and third. Glances around. Here's the pitch. This one high over the top of his head, and that's a walk. Well, this will bring the catcher up. That's Andrew Arsvold. He's 0 for 2 on the day.
Number 2, Andrew Arsvold.
He popped out to the third baseman on his last at-bat in the 5th inning. This one is a strike to him. Oh, 1 pitch. Hard swings. This one bounces off. It was fouled, they say. Dead ball. Strike 2. I apologize there. Got our board fixed, and now it's bases loaded. 0-2 count here in the top of the 6th. 2 outs. Swinging. This one bounces off. Take the time, and they will get the strikeout there for out number 3. Well, we come to the end of the top. We go to the middle of the 6th. And it is Mayport CG Patriots leading the Hillsboro-Central Valley Burros 2-0 on the Tim Cassette Seed Sales scoreboard based on 2 runs, 2 hits, 2 errors, 3 left on. We come back with the Burros in the bottom of the 6th, and that will be Doolin, Magnuson, and Hattlestead on yourliveevent.com.
Halstead Telephone knows we all like choices. You can choose to have communication and data services up to 1 gigabit over a reliable state-of-the-art fiber optic network. And you can choose to have the same great services available town or country with local service and support. You can choose to have an individual service or bundle. You can choose to avoid tricky promotional pricing. You can choose unlimited data. The choice seems clear. Choose Halstead Telephone, broadband voice TV. 1-800-457-2125.
Don't be fooled by that beat-up old cap. Its faded crown represents the tireless work of America's farmers and ranchers. Its sturdy brim, their dedication to providing our nation with a safe, affordable food source. From sunup to sundown, they're turning quarters into the dollars that drive our rural economy. So we'd like to tip our hat to them. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting those that protect America's food source.
Thanks for joining us here in the bottom of the 6th inning. I'm Leaf Bakken as the Burros are coming up to bat, and they trail the Mayport CG Patriots
Number 11, Andrew duel.
2-0. Thanks so much to Coach Nate Solis getting us the lineups. We appreciate him. Best of luck to you, sir. And Dawson Peterson will have the call on that. First pitch here to Dulam will be a strike from Landon Koenig. This one will be outside and low for a ball one. Count will be 1-1 here. Got an update thanks to Mr. Mark Forseth, producer for YourLiveEvent.com. As a swinging strike here. It's going to say the Thompson beat Grafton 4-3 in softball across town. This one up in the air and might hit us on top of the head. Waiting for that sound. Nope, must have flown over us. So the count is 1-2. Dulam was walked in his first and only at-bat in the third. Wind kind of picking up again here. Bottom of the 6th inning. Oh, trying not to swing at that one. He checked, and he did not check. He swung through. Strikeout on a swing. 60 pitches in for Koenig. This will bring up Alec Magnuson, the right fielder. He struck out swinging on his last at-bat in the third. Outside, ball one. On the first pitch to Magnuson. Next pitch, swinging and fouled off for strike one. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8. 7, 8. 9 strikeouts here for Koenig today as he throws a foul ball, and count will be 1-2. This one popped up into foul territory and into the crowd. They avoid it. Okay. I misspoke on the last. It's 2-2 now, the count. There's one out on the board and nobody on. Umpire ran out of balls in his pocket, so he's going to at least get one back, and now we'll be ready to go. Count is 2-2. One out, nobody on. This one, a grounder off the end of the bat, on its way to second baseman. Oh, it bounced off his leg after he tried to field it, and it'll be a single there for Magnuson. That is the first hit of the day for the Burros. Will it be enough to get things rolling for them is the question. Hattlestead will come up to bat. He's the designated hitter today. One at bat, he struck out swinging back in the third. Runner at first, one out. Hard swing and a miss, strike one. Burros wearing their white jerseys, as you can see, with the hard to see, but they're wearing the blue pinstripes today. Magnuson diving back, will do so in time. Well, count is 0-1 at the plate. One out and a runner at first. Hard swing and a miss. Strike two. Coach Walsh gives some signals down third base. 0-2 is the count. Here comes the pitch. Low in the dirt for a ball. So Hattlestead steps out. He's got his back foot fairly close to the back of the box. A little open stance here. That one finds that outside edge, strikes him out looking. Out number 2. Been seeing that zone. That's 70 pitches unofficially for Koenig.
For the Burros, center fielder number 2, Gavin Belial.
Nice pitch there for Landon Koenig on another strikeout. That's 10. We go to the top of the batting order with Belials. That'll find that same outside spot for strike 1 here with the top of the order batter. 2 outs and a runner on first. Foul ball will bring a count of 0-2. Have to battle out of this one. Two outs, runner on first. This one, he golf swings, a grounder, slowed down by the grass. Can he beat it out? And the answer is no. He's out at first. Well, that was a awkward hit, and it rolls. So, no runs with 1 hit. There was no errors and 1 left on here. Only hit for the Burros as we go to the top of the 7th inning. It will be the Patriots coming up. Will this be the last of it? We'll find out. Cole Kritzberger, then we go Bergstrom and Reed Kritzberger, bottom to top. Here, it's a 2-0 lead for the Mayport CG Patriots over the Hillsboro-Central Valley Burros on the Tim Gazette Seed Sales Scoreboard. YourLiveEvent.com.
The Hillsboro and Central Valley School Districts congratulate the seniors on your success and wish you well in your future endeavors. They encourage you to step into your future, secure in the knowledge that this world needs you and the unique, inspiring gifts that only you can give. Best wishes go with you graduates as you prepare for the greater challenges ahead in a world of new possibilities. Congratulations, graduates, from the administration and staff of the Hillsboro and Central Valley School Districts. To all students, parents, and families of the Hillsboro and Central Valley Schools, thank you for a great year.
American Crystal Sugar Company, with their 4,000-plus employees and shareholders, are deeply rooted in the communities of the Red River Valley. They're committed to the sustainability and growth of their business and to improving the lives in the places where we work and live by investing in people, our communities, and the future of American Crystal Sugar. Visit crystalsugar.com to learn more about scholarships, grants, volunteerism, donations, and more through the Community Roots American Crystal Giving Program. Growing strong community roots, American Crystal Sugar Company.
Number 3, Cole Kritzberger.
Well, here we are in the top of the 7th inning. The Mayport CG Patriots come up to bat, and they've got the 2-run lead. They'd like to extend that here on YourLiveEvent.com. I'm Leif Bakken, bringing it to you from Mayville. As here's a grounder that goes from Kritzberger into Johnson's hands, and then they find Hebel for out number 1.
Now batting shortstop, number 7, Ethan Bergstrom.
So we'll go to the top with Bergstrom, who made it around the bags on his last at-bat. He was hit by a pitch in the helmet on his last at-bat. This one on its way and will be gathered in by the second baseman for out number 2. So there's a pop out to the second baseman as Bergstrom goes down, and now we go to Reed Kritzberger, the center fielder, as he sees a low outside ball 1. Next one will also be low for ball 2. Here's the next pitch. Going to be on the inside edge for a strike. That'll bring the count to 2-1. 2 outs on the board already and swing on for a foul ball. That'll be, count of 2-2. This one comes in just a little low for a ball. 105 pitches is what I have here for Johnson. This one up in the air and on its way to outfield. Magnuson steps in and he will make the play. And so a fly out to the right fielder. 1, 2, 3 batters up. 1, 2, 3 batters gone. All, put out at first, pop up, and a fly out. And we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. The Burros have some work ahead of them, down by 2 on the Tim Cassette Seed Sales scoreboard. Can they do it? We'll find out. They need 3 to win. This is YourLiveEvent.com, North Dakota Class B Region 2 Baseball.
Get your food and fuel fast with S&T Quick Stop in Thompson. Fuel yourself with snacks, pizza, drinks, and hot-cooked meals made fresh daily. Make sure to stop and check their daily lunch and dinner specials or call ahead to place your order. 701-599-2161. S&T Quick Stop in Thompson. Fuel your vehicle with high-quality Cenex fuel, and they carry engine oil, washer fluid, and everything else you'll need to keep your vehicle going. Be sure to stop by S&T Quick Stop. They look forward to seeing you on your next visit. S&T Quick Stop, Thompson.
You may know that Big Tex Trailers already offers you industry-leading features like mega ramps, HD suspension, and the all-new hydraulic dovetail. Every time you hook on, know that your Big Tex is up for the job. See Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro to find out what owning a Big Tex can do for you. Shop the full line of Big Tex products from ATV trailers to goosenecks to dump trailers and more. Visit your Big Tex dealer, Bloomfield Enterprises, Hillsboro, and contact Tim at 701-430-0877 or Larry, 218-368-7989. Bottom of the 7th inning here from Mayville, North Dakota. I'm Leif Bakken. Game 3 of 4 for today for Region 2 baseball tournament action. Hillsboro-Central Valley Burros trail the Mayport CG Patriots 2-0. Tim Cassette Seed Sales scoreboard. So some work cut out for them as it'll be Walsh, Hebel, and then Aaron Johnson to come to the plate. Koenig has done a nice job. He's approaching 75. And he'll start off with a strike here in the bottom of the 7th. This one on that outside edge. Who will catch it? Strike 2. Walsh, a left-handed batter. 0-2 pitch. Swings on, and that'll be fouled off over our left shoulders. 0-2 pitch coming once more. This one, kind of a awkward swing, and it'll roll foul. So the count will remain 0-2. Nobody on, as this is the first batter for this one. And inside, ball 1. Walsh dipping his knee out of the way. Make sure he doesn't get hit. 1-2 pitch. This one finds that bottom outside corner. Catches him looking. There's out 1 and 1 pitch closer for the Mayport CG Patriots to go into the next round.
Now batting for the Burros, first baseman number 13, Cole Hebel.
This will be Hebel coming up. He is 0 for 2. 2 strikeouts, 1 looking and 1 swinging. He watched his last strikeout as an outside ball 1 comes in. Goes a little quiet out there. A little talking maybe from the dugouts, can't quite tell. This one skied up. Infield trying to locate it. First baseman Gillis was calling Koenig off. They kind of ran into each other. Have a word about it at the end. Hey, I was calling you off, man. Nah, it's okay. Taps him on the shoulder. It's all good. Pop up to the first baseman. That's out number 2. Aaron Johnson, the pitcher, will step up to the plate with 2 outs on the board. Can he keep the Burros alive in this game. This one, he'll foul it off, and it'll go out into the parking lot. Strike one. The Burros coming into this tournament ranked number 2. Mayport CG ranked 3. Next game here on your live event will be the number 1 Thompson Tommies and the number 5 Larimore Polar Bears. This one, high and outside, ball 1, so a count of 1-1. 2 outs on the board and nobody on. Next pitch. That one. We'll find that outside edge that we've talked about all game that this umpire has used. And the count is now 1-2. Could come down to this one for Koenig to settle the game. This one hit. Foul ball heading towards the dugout area is McGillis, and it'll go out of play, so he cannot get to it. Unofficially 85 pitches in off of that. A count of 1-2 at the plate. Two outs, nobody on. Koenig takes his time until Johnson calls time. We appreciate everybody being on with us today. Thank you so much. We've got one more game to go here from Mayville State University. This one hit and off to the right field side. He's going to turn and go to 2. Johnson with a nice hit. He's got to try to go. Nobody is there to cover the bag, really. And so a big double for Aaron Johnson to keep this one alive for the Burros. So we move along, and that'll be Gannon Limke, the senior, playing left field. Limke is 0 for 2 as he popped up to the second baseman, and Arsvold wants to have a word with Koenig. Situation here is, if one run comes in, that's okay. But there are 2 outs on the board, so he's going to run on anything. Open stance. Limke has a very unique batting stance. Hard swing. Strike one. Throw back to the pitcher's run down. Koenig will grab it and return to the mound. God bless you, Dawson Peterson. Sneezing over here off to the right. Time is called from Koenig's point of view, and time is called by the catcher to take care of business once again. What do we need to do here? Two outs on the board, and the count is 0-1 at the plate. Runner on second. On deck is Devin Johnson, the catcher. Koenig comes set. Here's the pitch. This one low and outside. Not far enough away for Aaron Johnson to decide to run. So, count is 1-1. Umpire lets us know as well. And we're ready. Glancing back to second base, now forward. Here's the pitch. That one high outside, ball 2. Koenig may be putting a little more pressure on himself than he probably needs to. Two and 1 is the count. 2 outs and a runner on the second base. This one on its way to the outfield. Is it going to go beyond the center fielder? Off to the right. He dives. It will get past his glove. So that'll be an RBI double. He's going to turn and go to 3. I take that back. It's an RBI triple. My goodness, what a hit there for Gannon Limke to bring in a runner and potential. He's the tying run at third. That's the first triple we've seen on the day. And all of a sudden, Dawson Peterson wants in on the game.
Sorry about that, Leaf. I was getting prepped up for our last game, and things starting to get exciting here.
Well, Coach Alex Berry's going to have a word with the infield, so we'll take a break as well. 7th inning, there's 2 outs on the board, a runner on third, and the score is now 2-1 in favor of the Patriots on yourliveevent.com, Tim Cassette Seed Sales Scoreboard.
For all your flooring needs, look no further than Carlson Customs Incorporated. From tile, Cortex, and laminate flooring, waterproof floors, shower tiles, and carpet, you are sure to find what you need to update or create the perfect feel in your home or business. Locally owned and operated, Carlson Customs Incorporated. Call Todd at 218-531-0176.
Coming back here to Mayville, taking all the time. They must have heard us. I was getting nervous we weren't going to come out of our timeout in time for it. Devin Johnson comes up to the plate. He's 0 for 2, was put out at first by the shortstop on his last at-bat. 2 outs on the board, a runner on third. Goes to check swing, doesn't swing through, but it's a strike on that outside corner as we've seen all game, Dawson. It's been a pitcher's battle as Aaron Johnson has really thrown a lot, but Koenig is starting to rack him up now.
Giving up
pitch.
a couple hits.
This one on its way, skying up, and who's going to get to it? Is it the third baseman calling for it? He will get to it. Pop up to the third baseman. That's out number 3, and the rally ends just short. In that inning for the Burros, 1 run brought in on 2 hits. There were no errors and 1 left on, as that will be the final score here for this game. After 7 innings of play, the Mayport CG Patriots 2, the Hillsboro-Central Valley Burros 1 on the Tim Cassette Seed Sales Scoreboard. We've got some post-game stuff to bring to you, and we'll get rolling to the next game on yourliveevent.com. Mayport CG 2, Hillsboro-Central Valley 1, final.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. This spring has been a trying time, and we may feel everything is out of our control. Please remember to slow down and stay safe this spring. Come home to your families each and every night. Please use this time to make sure your planter is ready to go. Keep downtime to a minimum. When you get into the fields, we are here to help you with any planting issues that may come up. RDK Enterprises, 636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
The City of Hillsboro welcomes you to town, conveniently located halfway between Fargo and Grand Forks. You can shop for your personal items or your farm and business supplies at our local stores. If you're looking for a new home or a working job, check out the opportunities in Hillsboro and see what the community can offer you and your family. The City of Hillsboro congratulates the area graduates on your achievements, and they wish you all the best in your future. They hope that you'll carry pleasant memories of school days and graduation time for the rest of your life. Congratulations and best of luck, graduates from the City of Hillsboro.
Do you want that new boat? Are you building onto your home? Maybe you want the new camper or ATV. Dakota Heritage Bank can help you. This is Dustin Nagel, president at Dakota Heritage Bank Hillsboro location. You can visit with me or our other loan officers to help with loans and lines of credit from Dakota Heritage Bank. We are serving you with locations in North Dakota and Northwest Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank offers financial services you expect with a local perspective. dhbanknd.com. Dakota Heritage Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Powerful and playful. Delicate and precise. Bold and carefree. It's the way you move, and it moves us. To deliver care for your whole family. To provide options beyond the expected. To help you leave pain in the past and find your way forward. Orthopedics and sports medicine at Sanford Health.
Triple E Incorporated in Page is cheering on the Raiders. As they compete both on and off the field and on the court, you put in the effort to build a team with trust, experience, and the ability to accomplish your goals. The team at Triple E Incorporated is built the same way, with knowledge and experience that you can trust to get the job done with timeliness and efficiency. For your next non-residential building project, contact Triple E Incorporated, 701-668-2258, or stop by the office in Page. Make your next project a winner with a team from Triple E Incorporated in Page.
And welcome back to Mayville State University. Mayville, North Dakota. I'm Leaf Bakken with Dawson Peterson with me as well, doing color commentary. The Burros dropped this one to the Patriots, 2-1 on the Tim Cassette Seed Sales scoreboard here in Game 3 of 4 for the day of the North Dakota Class B Region 2 baseball tournament. Let's talk a little bit about this game and get you on your way to game number 4. As we start with the Burros, they had no hits, no runs all the way through the 6th inning. Then they had 1 hit with no runs, and they left 1 on base. Then here in the 7th, they had 2 hits and brought in 1. It was a big triple RBI for Gannon Limke, but he got left on the next at-bat from Devin Johnson as he popped out to the third baseman. So a total of 3 hits, 1 run. No errors for them, according to my statistics anyway, and 2 left on. Beliles was 0 for 3. Walsh was 0 for 3. Hebel 0 for 3. Johnson was 1 for 3 with an RBI. Excuse me, other way around. Limke is the one with the 1 for 3 with an RBI on the triple. Johnson did have a double to be 1 for 3. 0 for 3 for Devin Johnson. Doolum was 0 for 2. 1 for 2 for Magnuson as he had a single, and 0 for 2 for Hattlestead, who is the designated hitter today, striking out. When we switch over to the Patriots, they had 5 total hits today with 2 runs. They had 2 errors, and they left 7 on, according to my statistics. So this one could have been as many as 9-1. Or if you score all those, it's 9-3, I suppose. That's still a loss for the Burros. Those runs coming in the top of the 6th inning off of 2 hits, and that's where they left 3 on. Bergstrom was 0 for 4. Reed Kritzberger was 0 for 4. 1 for 3 was Jacob Hutter, as he had a single and 2 strikeouts. Koenig was 1 for 3 with an RBI in that 6th inning, and a single on the day. Fugelberg had an RBI. He was 3 for 3 with 3 singles. McGillis was 0 for 3. Judish was 2 for 3 with 2 singles, and then he was walked on his 3rd at-bat. Arsvold 0 for 3 on a strikeout, and then Cole Kritzberger 0 for 3. On the day, though, for Aaron Johnson, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 strikeouts. But as for Landon Koenig, he did a nice job today, as I believe I have him down for 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 strikeouts. So good job for Landon Koenig. Well, let's get to your post-game connection, brought to you by Halstead Telephone Company. Discover local reliability you can trust. That's Halstead Telephone. It's how to connect. They're online at halsteadtel.com to learn more. I think I'm going to go with my post-game connection. I just got to say it's got to be the Patriots fielding all the way around. They did a nice job and made the connections that they needed to. Great job so far today, and for the Patriots to go 2-0 on the day, and they'll move on to the next round. So there's your Halstead Telephone Company post-game connection. It's the entire team of the Mayport CG Patriots doing a nice job out there. As we move on to your RDK Enterprises Precision Player of the Game. Now that you're out there planting, RDK Enterprises of Hillsboro and Drayton wants to make sure you have a safe and successful planting season. They've got customer service for your precision plant equipment. Call them up, 701-636-2119. RDK Enterprises. It pays to plant with precision from RDK Enterprises in Hillsboro and Drayton. Your Precision Player of the Day, well, I like to give this to pitchers because, and especially today for Landon Koenig, doing a great job. According to my statistics, unofficially he had 92 pitches, and he did a great job all the way till that last inning was just a little bit more of a struggle, but he did a good job today. Koenig, your Precision Player of the Game, brought to you by RDK Enterprises, making it precise. It was a good job by both Aaron Johnson and Koenig today. They found the strike zone a lot. And we go into our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. Life takes energy, and you can visit Enbridge at enbridge.com. Your Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, well, I'm going to give that one to Gannon Limke, even though he's on the losing side of this one. He brought the energy back in that 7th inning, I think, on that RBI triple, bringing in Aaron Johnson. Tried to bring the game back to life for the Burros, but couldn't quite get it taken care of, and so he is your Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, Gannon Limke. Big triple, the first triple of the day. If I had to say on the Patriots side, the Enbridge, the energy player would be Fugelberg with going 3 for 3 today with 3 singles. He did a good job out there as well. Well, there's a look at this game. Mayport CG Patriots beat the Hillsboro-Central Valley Burros 2-1 here on yourliveevent.com. Don't worry, the next one coming up is Thompson, number 1 versus number 5, Larimore. Hillsboro-Central Valley will drop down, and they will play the Hatton Northwood Thunder. That'll be tomorrow, following the game at 10:30, which will be the loser of this next game and Maple River playing as well. So that'll do it for game number 3 of 4. I'll be joining Dawson Peterson for the next one as well, but that's going to do it. Thanks so much for joining us. Tim Gazette Seed Sales Scoreboard. Once again, Patriots 2, Burros 1 after 7 innings of play. I'm Leif Bakken for Dawson Peterson and our entire Your Live Event crew. Thanks so much, and we'll be seeing you in just a bit for Game 4 of 4 on the day.